Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode, another week of My Hood Garden. And right now I'm just showing you what has grown over the past week. My thyme, basil, tomatoes are coming through. But look at these microgreens. They were really popping. And my green onions that I replanted from the store into some dirt are thriving as well. Move, hot boy. Shit. He already knocked over my damn grow lights. So here I have a tomato plant that I paid $5 for from Family Dollar. And I'm just showing you what it comes with, which is the tomato seeds, a red pot, plastic pot, and peat moss. And I put some holes in a bottle and set it inside a takeout bowl. I just watered the peat moss so it can absorb all the liquid, so it can rehydrate itself, and then I'm going to cut it up. Now I call myself trying to be in my content creator mode and show y'all as it absorbs, like do like a time lapse so y'all can see, but it didn't work out too well, so I had to hurry up and speed it up. As you can see, the peat moss has absorbed all the water that has been placed into the bowl. However, it didn't absorb enough. Like, I didn't put enough water, as you could tell, because there is some dry spots in there. But it's enough for me to do what I need to do, which is break this up using one of my gardening tools. And I have about 3 gardening tools left. What I do need is some gardening shears. Like I told y'all before, I got into a fight. So some of the things I did have disappeared. But moving on, right? That's another topic for another day. Use whatever tools you like. You can use your hands. You can use what you have at your disposal. But I paid for these, so I'm going to use them. I don't know the names of them. I just use what works best for me. I also used a little fork looking one as well. I would go in with my hands, but I was trying to create content, so I was trying to be professional as possible, but it didn't work out too well. So these are beefsteak tomatoes. I like beefsteak tomatoes, and I think I'm going to order another pack because for me, this wasn't enough. Typically, when I do plant tomatoes, I do 2 seeds in a pot, and which one is the strongest is what I pick to replant in, to make it thrive on its own. And I put the others in a compost pile. Now, I was building my compost pile, but unfortunately, the adolescents within my home have trashed it, so I have to start over, which is okay because I still have some time. I don't have any big plants to where I need the compost as of right now. But we will be taking a field trip to Home Depot soon. I'm going to plant these 2 seeds, which is just enough. Like, if on a normal day and I had this pot, 2 seeds, or maybe 3 or 4, maybe 4 at the most would be what I would plant in a pot of this size. However, I would not keep them in a pot of this size. I will replant them into their own separate pot because they need a lot of attention. And I got these tweezers that I'm using that's going to help me dig, a nice size holes to put them in. And it's real simple. Like I said, I got those tweezers off of Amazon too. Just put them in there, cover it up, dig another hole, put it in there and cover it up. Nothing major. I hope these sprout soon. But that's just me being impatient, so don't worry about that. Like I said, we had to adjust the dryness, so I just rehydrated with some more water. And any water that falls to the bottom will be absorbed by the plant because I put holes in it. Next up, y'all, we are going to plant some cilantro, jalapenos, and some purple onions. And I'm going to use these takeout containers that I have. Now, I did discover later on that the top had holes in it, but I adjusted. Don't worry about that. Just focus on what I'm telling you now. So what I'm starting off doing is labeling the labels that I received when I ordered those seedling trays. It came with a couple of labels, but I'm just going to use what I have. So these are the peat moss pellets that I was talking to you about, and I'm going to use 10 each, right? I lose count sometimes. It's all right. Just focus. Just stay focused, right? So I'm just splitting it into 2, and I'm going to hydrate these with water, and you're going to see them expand. I need one of those things that follow people, the little tripod that follows you. See, the top leaked out. But I mean, I can't tell here, but when I planted the seeds and was watering them, it leaks out at the bottom because there is a hole, I guess, for steam and stuff. But you see how they're growing and everything. They just expanded because they're getting rehydrated. I really like using those. This is a very easy way to start your seedlings. Now for most of my seeds that you see here, I did one of each. I think the cilantro I did 2, maybe. I can't remember. We're gonna see as this video play on. So all I'm doing is taking my tweezers. You can use your hand or whatever you have, and it's like a little circle at the top. You just pull it off. It comes off very easily. I clean it up, like I cut the tops off later on when I replanting something else. However, for the most part, you just pull it up and you just open it up so that the seedling can actually have room to grow through. Okay, so the first seeds we're gonna plant is the jalapenos, and here's a what they look like, and I think I put 2 in there. I believe we gonna watch together and we gonna see, because I don't remember. I could have put 2. Oh no, so I put 1 in there, right? I probably should have put 2 because they're so small. I probably should have put 2, but oh well, trial and error. We growing together. So once they start sprouting, I do replant them. Like, I don't let them just grow freely on their own. However, I probably should have filled that container up. I'm probably going to eventually put them, because this container, like I said, leaks. So I probably am going to end up using the trays for the jalapenos. So next we got cilantro, right? I had to reorganize, y'all. The cilantro, I know for sure I planted 1 because of how they look. They look like round seeds, like kind of like coriander seeds, but I'm thinking that may be the same thing, or maybe cilantro grows from coriander. I'm going to find out, and I'm going to let you guys know. And if I find out, it will be posted here. I just put 1 in there, or did I? Yeah, I just put 1 in there, and if I forgot where I put 1, some of them probably did get 2 because I lost track of what I was doing. Oh well, the point is they got plenty. So I was able to fit all 10 of these into one single pie, and it ended up working out for me. I'm excited about the cilantro because I use cilantro in everything in often. So far for our salsa garden, we have onions, we have cilantro, we have jalapenos, and we have some tomatoes, but we need more. You can never not have enough tomatoes. They use tomatoes on The Walking Dead to survive. So in my mind, we need tomatoes. Now we're going to plant our onions. These are red onions, purple onions, whatever you decide to call them. Now these seeds were little bitty, and I'm curious as to how they get the seeds from the onions, because right now I have a purple onion that's growing, but it's store-bought, and I germinated it. You know what I'm trying to say, by placing the root of it inside some water inside of a little container that I repurposed.